Hey friends, welcome back to another edition of Beyond the Edmonton Oilers here on Dolynny TV. Today, obviously, a lighter weekend in the NHL, or so it feels like, with the Winnipeg Jets coming back down to earth over a trip to South Florida. And then, well, for the Edmonton Oilers as well, not very impactful Saturday night, but there is some headlines coming out of that as well. And then Nathan MacKinnon. Friends, what the heck is going on there? I think we're about to see a Nathan MacKinnon legacy season if all stays on track here from MacKinnon. If you're new to the channel, though, before we get discussing our topics here today, definitely make sure to consider hitting that subscribe button here on the channel. Would love to have you aboard as, hey, regular old subscriber. It's free to do. Just a little something I can ask you to do. So what we know about the Winnipeg Jets right now, friends, they have lost two back-to-back games in Florida, losing to the Panthers and losing to the Tampa Bay Lightning by a combined score of 9-1. Now, prior to that, the Winnipeg Jets were 15-1 on the season, now sitting at 15-3, still by far the best team in the NHL. But it's starting to look like, what are they running out of gas, or are they running out of are they just running out of steam for the time being? And I will tell you, based on everything you have heard about the Winnipeg Jets this season, it's just steam for the time being. I guarantee when they get back to face Paul Maurice and win the Florida Panthers, not the Winnipeg Jets, back when they get home here in the next little bit, they will definitely be back up to speed without a doubt, given the way the Winnipeg Jets have been playing this year, and given the mentality. If you've kind of had a chance to listen about how the takeover for Arneal took hold in the Winnipeg Jets locker room, and obviously the leadership group there. There's been a lot of good stories about how this team is determined, hey, let's go get this job done finally, because we're tired about having things like last year happen. So that's the Winnipeg Jets. Obviously, out west still, and it seems like I've been covering a lot out west here, but that's more or less my ballpark, covering the Oilers every day. For the Colorado Avalanche, everybody knows across the NHL they've had a very injury-filled start to the season, and what we know there is they are starting to get healthier and healthier by the day. You compare their roster from the early part of November to now here in the back half, mid-November, it is night and day difference. They don't have a defenseman playing forward, and many young guys have kind of been shuffled out, or lesser known NHL players shuffled out of the lineup in return for regular Colorado Avalanche top 12 forwards. So that's a huge gain for them. And with that, Nathan MacKinnon's been having a heck of a year all year. Possibly the only reason the Colorado Avalanche, see, I'm confusing myself, the Colorado Avalanche are where they are, still kind of battling middle section of the Central Division. And now if they start getting healthy and Nathan MacKinnon continues to contribute the way he is, like I said off the top, it very well could be a legacy season for him, in which he has that big point total that, guys like Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov have had, and MacKinnon's gotten closer and closer with the years, but you assume that he's going to bust through this year, given the way he's got, 33 points at this current moment of the season. So that is the Colorado Avalanche. One other thing I want to touch on, Elliot Friedman today announced Jack Campbell is on waivers with the Detroit Red Wings, so that is interesting there as well, as the Edmonton Oilers former goaltender, right? Hello. Finds himself on waivers after his little start to the season here with Detroit and all that. So wishing Jack the best still, and hopefully everything sorts out for him as his playing career looks to be continuing on from here. So friends, am I missing anything? Let's go quickly double check that I didn't miss anything on the whole situation. I think we're good. Nathan MacKinnon, the Winnipeg Jets. What did I promise you off the top? I think that's really it. Ryan Reaves, actually that's the one other thing, in case you missed the update here on the channel earlier today pertaining to the Edmonton Oilers side of things. Ryan Reaves will have a hearing today, or today, tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure, for 5 or less games for the hit on Darnell Nurse. So stay tuned. We'll have more news on that as that unfolds. But for right now, thanks for being aboard here this morning. Well, I guess this morning as we close out 11:59 here. So if you're new, like I said, hit that subscribe button. And if you've been tuning in for these last 3 episodes of Beyond the Oilers, thank you so much for being aboard. I'm going to head on up on out of here.